All right, welcome back to another semester at UNCW. We are at you again with a new season, and this season we have made it up to Division 2. Now, last fall we started in Division 5, in the spring we were promoted to Division 4, and we've had quite a lot of climbing since then. I'm Vi, and with me I have Jason.
Hey everybody, I'm Jason. It's nice to be here tonight.
All right, now Jason typically runs lead streams over at LCC, but we're changing things up a little bit, and we are going with a Valorant stream tonight. So we'll see what we can do. Should be a good time.
Yep, I've got a handful of hours on Valorant, so I'll be here for a little bit of color commentary instead of some of the technical call-outs. But glad to be here tonight. Should help keep it entertaining, hopefully.
Yeah, now we are locked into Haven. Haven's a favorite of mine. We've seen some really solid defense in previous semesters here, especially on Cypher. You know, Cypher holds down a really strong site in here, and I'm excited to see how UNCW has changed up their strategy going into a new season. We've had some roster changes. We have a new player named Brand, who is our primary duelist. Kavi has swapped down to typically being an initiator, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but it should be a really exciting season. And we have one more player who is starting out here on the team. Our new player is Rada. He's an initiator and controller combo, and I'm excited to see what he brings to the team here. All right. Now, going through our roster, we see that we are mostly sticking to what we are used to. Radit's not locking into the controller. He's more of a flats player, but half of our roster is flats. I am not surprised to see Owen holding it down. Actually, not on Sentinel. He's on controller today. So we're gonna see how he goes on Omen.
When you end up with a team that has a significant amount of flex, do you find that there's a lot of just reliance on comfort, and each one will just gravitate towards what they play the most?
I've seen some really consistent plays. It comes down to the map. Valorant's a very map-dependent game. when it comes to the players and which agent you want to choose. Because some agents shine on some maps and then really fall off on some other maps.
Imagine it just comes down to different types of utility and abilities they have available, how each plays through. That makes sense.
Now, like I said, we've had some really solid semesters here at UNCW. We took home national champs last semester, and since then we've gone up from D4 to D2, so I'm excited. I think we're properly at the rank we should be these days. And I'm hoping that we're able to see some solid competition here.
Yeah, playing against the University of Michigan, if I'm not mistaken, and so it should be some stiff competition.
And already UNCW is running it down main, trying to take B site. And we're having some heavy contention here at grass, but UNCW is flooding out onto site with a Cypher utility here. UNCW is already 4-1, and I think they're going to take pistol rounds here.
Nice.
Now, Jason, you know that taking pistols is super important, probably the most critical rounds in the game, because it allows you to take on rounds 2 that much more efficiently.
Yeah, it really sets up your momentum. I'm not as familiar with Valorant, but I am familiar with our tactical shooters through CSGO.
No more charges left.
And I think pistol round is a similar significance to us here tonight.
Yeah, because when you win pistols, you go into it with the pistols you bought in rounds 1 and the armor utility, and you end up with being able to pick up a couple rifles. So UNCW here, we see they're going in here with a Phantom, an Outlaw, and a couple Ghosts. I'm really excited to see what Brands does with that Outlaw here.
Nice. Get in around 2. See if UNCW can maintain this momentum. Shot goes wide.
Alright, and we see UNCW getting strong C-site control here. They're flooding out onto site. They have control over it, but I don't think we see the Yoru on point, and we managed to get him down. Bomb planted for long. And you remember, we have that Outlaw on Brands, and we have a Phantom, so we have range on them. They're coming into this mostly with classics, if I'm not mistaken, and we just have the gun advantage. It's not insane that we won this. It's kind of what we expected. But Michigan, it looks like they're going to try getting a frag on their way out here, or they're holding that angle for when bomb goes off if UNCW rushes it.
One enemy remaining.
On the way out.
Here.
And or you just going AFK, they're looking at the wall.
So not really much to lose going into round 3.
Alright, and UNCW is leading here 2-0 going into round 3.
That goes there. I must wait a moment.
Alright, now we have a proper rifle rounds. UNCW getting that bonus, mostly keeping with their same rifles, but picking up a couple Vandals here. And Brands is lurking down in sewers, trying to get that early pick, give UNCW the advantage. But Owen here is trying to contest Garage. Now, Garage is the hardest part on this map to take without utility. And we see Owen getting that early kill. This is going to give UNCW a solid chance of getting seed control. And we already see them rotating out of spawn. Seekers picks off another one in Brass, and I wouldn't be surprised if UNCW goes for a hard C push here. And we see them wrapping up in Garage. Owen is really holding down his space. Loses that duel, but he got his value there.
Headshot.
And you see we're on site here with that Radat planning down 3v2, but we're on site. Planted for we planted safe, planted default here, so we're gonna try keeping site control. We're not gonna run down.
One enemy remaining.
And then Uncrane getting the second to last frag. Looks like UNCW is going to go 3-0, starting us out.
So talk to me about the impact it's going to have on the economy of the match, both for purchasing abilities and our weapons. Starting out 3-0.
Honestly, if you win first rounds, you're gonna win second rounds. If you don't, something went wrong. The other team played really well. or you got greedy and you threw and you went into it and you just didn't quite play seriously. Maybe you get egotistical and think that the
You
other
definitely
team's a
got
bit
some
worse.
significant momentum. And you
But-
set yourself up an advantage.
When you win the second, pretty standard, but when you win the third one, that's the first rounds that the other team is able to buy rifles. And if you look here, the other team is now on a save round. They're going for Stingers, which excel at close range, and Sheriffs, which are a mid-range gun that will one-shot headshot.
Yeah.
Now, Radat here is using his movement ability to stand on bots and hold down C long. He's anchoring, looking for information. And we see UNCW Seekers here holding down Garage, trying to get some little info with a cheeky little peek here. UNCW is playing a little bit safe. If you see, they have their spike set down near their spawn, and they're just playing straight a pick and then run off that.
Yeah, both teams holding position now. This rotation's moving towards A.
Now we see Michigan's holding it down in sewers. They are almost 4-stacking A. They might have heard UNCW making some noise here, and this is unfortunate for UNCW because going into a site with 4 people holding Brands losing early on. That's not their cost UNCW. Makes it significantly more difficult. Endprane getting the trade where Owen fell down. It's a 2v4 or 3v4 here, and we see Radat ready for the flank here. Seekers running it down in sewers. 2 caught in those are some unfortunate misses from Seekers there. UNCW
30
realizes
seconds
there
left.
are 2 left on point. And there's 1 on flank, so they're starting to go back, and I don't think Radat's gonna see Splash is right
One
there.
enemy remaining.
And then just like that, it's a 2-1. UNCW doesn't have this in the bag yet, but that kill is really pivotal, and I don't think we're gonna get bombed down.
10
It has
seconds
to get
left.
planted within 4 seconds left, and it looks like we get that down on time. Or in
Just
time.
barely. Gonna push that attention.
No. Their Yoru does not have any shields left. So he has 100 health. He's gonna die way quicker. Shields can bring you to
They managed to just
150
pick
health.
up a rifle, so gonna at least be on even footing as we
Yeah.
go into the.
If you put ahead, it doesn't matter if you have heavy or not.
Yeah.
Not at close range for the Phantom, not at any range for the Vandal.
Yep, as we push in.
I'm
One
actually gonna look
defending
at Ray's point of view here. And you see we're playing alone here, and now
They know where they are.
is Reddit gonna go for the knife kill? Oh, and Crane getting the
Stolen.
kill right before Reddit gets the knife kill. That's unfortunate, and I know they have some banter there in the chat right now.
Okay, so now UNCW up 4 rounds, but we've had an econ round from Michigan for previous, and so we should have everybody on rifles. Is that how it should be right now?
Yeah, they just had an economy round, so they should be back on rifles here. They didn't quite recover a rifle last round. If it's a 2v1, you can choose to just save the rifle and accept the round loss, but because it was a 2v1, it's kind of expected that you have a solid chance of taking that back. Now, Brand drops down early due to the operator there on C-Long, but UNCW's pushing it up. Getting that operator kill on the back of C-Long is huge, and it's open. 2 people down. Seekers
teleport.
might pick up the op
Time to
here.
jump.
If we win the rounds, the operator is the most expensive gun in the game. It sells at long range because it's a one-shot body kill at any range. Seekers holding this long angle, not getting the head, getting a through the wall,
Big
wall being body kill,
Cutting
if I'm not
through.
mistaken there. Owen on the flank, getting a kill near spawn. Now it's all this one here. Seekers being greedy, pushing out, and I believe he ran out of ammo there. And it's a 3-2 in UNCW's favor, but
And back down to a 2-2 as you
Yeah.
say that. 1 on the edge of death. Go ahead.
Seekers' aggression there. We see Seekers take those ego rules. And I'm surprised that he hasn't quite landed those shots yet.
One
Usually
enemy
seems to
remaining.
come down, and then Owen and Endprane both swinging at the same point, getting the kill. I don't believe he recovered. Can't hit the operator. Not sure why we didn't. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
I think worried about the bomb guard.
This goes here.
They tried to exit site.
Right, but we had full site control. Maybe there just wasn't time to do it when we got to hit those 2 people down on.
You do get a little bit of luxury when you're already sitting 5 up and on the rounds, so you have a bit of extra gold to drop. You can afford to lose an op and buy another one back later.
And we see Michigan on another eco round here, going for a Bucky, a Stinger, and the rest of Sheriffs. Owen locking it down on Garage here, going for that Garage control. But they're faking it, they're running back. And it might be another C-long play here. We see UNCW has noticed that bit of weakness from them, and they're playing really aggressively on that.
I have the spike.
Now, Michigan has their Yoru anchored here, and Owen
Who's next?
maybe not gonna trap this angle, which is on the other side of that. And Owen, my goat, getting the kill, and Cypher's ultimate here will show our team where the rest of Michigan is. So those yellow flashes reveal where the enemy is standing at that point. Super useful for information. Going for the wall bang on Heaven, their high ground. UNCW has site control. Reddit going for the through the wall blind, setting Owen up for right here.
Cage triggered.
Yeah. We've got Heaven running lots of time. It's tough to get out of there when there's smoke dropped. Because you're really
One
exposed
enemy
for-
remaining.
And then is it so?
This is a strong start. So at this point, we're 6-0. UNCW is definitely looking dominant. If you're Michigan, what are you looking to do here to try to bring it back?
Well, we can see their IGL or their coach call a timeout here. Sometimes they just get in their head. When you lose that 4th round, in my comp games, I'm feeling a little bad. And we look down the board and like, we see UNCW just is a little bit more dominant here. Now, kill deaths aren't everything. It's good utility usage, but I haven't seen their Cypher really slowing down our advances.
Get out of my way!
It's not.
Yeah, that's the operator there. Now, he avoided getting shields to be able to afford that operator, which is a bit of a risky play. We're going for that garage control. Like I said, that's really tough to take without the utility, just because it's such a close quarters angle with about 5 different angles that you can beat them.
I'm really looking for Ray to bring the round back. He's the purchase the operator. He needs to make the difference.
And we see Seacrest get one. Brand's holding it down Jet Knives. Ready for the peek, getting that little dash out to get a shot. Ooh, and we're not able to secure the trade. Yeah, Michigan, so not allowing us to get the trade there is huge. Because we have 1-1 on either side, and it's two lost for us and then for them. Michigan might end up taking this. They know where to use Hunter's Fury through the wall, delaying UNCW's plant here.
Red Hot's really bringing it back. They missed that trade earlier with the slide back out.
Now, that's a decoy right there, and Rada knew that that was a decoy. If he shoots it, it's going down as a flash.
It worked on me, I'll have to admit.
I've shot too many in my day as well. Now we see Rada getting the knife kill.
One enemy remaining.
Not the knife kill.
Did it
Was
with
it
style.
was it Rada earlier who missed the knife kill?
I could not say for certain.
We see Rada hitting a 4K here, locking it down, giving UNCW their 7th round.
You mentioned Red Hot's one of the rookies, right? Coming onto the team.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's their newest player. I haven't
Gotta
been
be
able.
feeling good about that round.
Yeah, I haven't been able to spend as much time on campus as I would have liked this semester. Having 2 jobs right now, bouncing back and forth, but we've got a couple changes.
Yeah. Red Hot's gotta be feeling good. Initiator, controller, according to the roster we've got here. And really showing on that round. And what is this? 10-1-4 on the match so far.
Yeah.
Looking killer.
Cover going out.
He's holding down, especially as controller. They're designed to kind of keep their space with their smokes and abilities. Initiators, you might see them top frag because they're going in first.
Yeah.
But a good kill-death ratio isn't what we need on an initiator.
So what is Red Hot on?
Fake teleport. Time to
He's a
jump.
controller, but Bowman's the black sheep of the family.
Get all that as we get big fight drop down.
Last
Kill on
player
the board,
standing.
5 down.
Spike down A.
Might see the first
Thrifty.
round. See first being one there, and Michigan taking their first rounds here on an eco. Now that's really good for them. They've been broke all through this first half.
Yeah, that's
They
gotta be a
won an
great
eco, so yeah, so they can get the rifles. And you look, they all have enough money to buy next rounds if they request.
And we purchased another op for Ray, so that's gotta be a good job. favorite. He's got to be the Hopper on that team. Is Hopper still a thing in Valorant? Do you do that?
Not sure. Being so honest with you.
Hopper is definitely a thing in Counter-Strike. I don't know if that translates. They've stolen the word. I don't know if they decided to keep the term.
My camera is
Well,
destroyed.
operator starts with OP as well. They did get inspired, but stole is really aggressive language.
I'm just gonna say an AWP isn't really sidestepping it that much.
Now, we do see Seekers get an early pick on A site, and UNCW's rotating. They're going for this B control. Now, Seekers holding it down in sewers, ready for someone to push through. And we're rotating back out. We have a pretty solid split push here. So we can get information, and then we
Breakneck round to get the first pick up. And now everybody's
Cage
just down a
triggered.
little more.
Yeah, these are the rounds where it's just mind games. Waiting for a pick, waiting to get that slight advantage. And we see Brands get the operator. I love the Mist Bloom set. It's beautiful. I'm surprised Brands did not die there.
Now everybody rotating over to A.
Things are being a little intense. We see Michigan waiting, grouping up here.
UNCW's got on the rotation.
And just spraying through the smoke here. And getting the kill with the double right click.
Picks up another one, but now Ori 3.
And we see Owen. Owen.
2v1. Michigan
trying
playing
to go
down,
for
but they could get this.
Oh, and Michigan is running away. It looks like they have required. Or
Last player standing.
Getting that extra pick. Owen shutting down the ace. Now that would have been.
Keep that one.
That would have been an amazing montage reel when you're down 6
yeah.
points. I know Ori would have clipped that.
I mean, I would have clipped that. That was a nice play. Even falling at the end, trading all of that back off has got to be good for keeping the game even. And even though Michigan bought up that off. Michigan bought up that off and then
This
lose it
is
at the
a
end
nice
of the round.
spot.
Ori was looking clean with it. Maybe Ori should be holding it instead of Ray.
Yes, this should do.
Maybe.
What do I know?
I don't know how many kills Ray has gotten with that up yet.
Who's next?
Alright, now we see Owen holding it down, anchoring here. And Poppy
Spike
going in
down,
deep with his
C.
ultimate here, getting information. He sees that C is completely open,
Decoy.
so UNCW's gonna rush out here. And he's holding Link here, because there's 4 of them. They're about to rush out.
Going through.
Very surprising that there's 4 people there. But they realized it was going to be a quick push onto site. And UNCW here is pulling out. They're going to play the bomb. And that's why Uncrane's Hunter's Fury allows him to shoot 3 bow shots onto Spike.
One
And
enemy
that's
remaining.
just, it's getting 3 kills. It delays them. And Owen swinging out in the smoke, getting a 4K here. I know we were hyping up Rada, but I think Owen's having an amazing game.
Yeah, people are starting to show up. Everybody gets a chance to make a name for themselves. Owen, top of the scoreboard now, saying, Red Hot, you had your moment, but not
He's top
the
bracket.
op, and it's
This
looking
goes
nice.
here.
Oh, Owen's fantastic. The Valorant team, we went out recently, went around campus, got some stock footage,
This is a nice spot.
various photos throughout campus. Y'all will see it throughout the semester as we get stuff posted. But little trade secret is we just take a lot of them at once, so they don't have to come out and travel 30 minutes for 5 photos.
Well, so you only have to wrangle all of the children one time.
Exactly. Managing 6 people's schedule. Alright, and we see Brands getting that early viewers, and then there's a second one, yeah.
I know exactly where you are.
They were aggressively pushed up. Brands not thinking anyone's on site, going very aggressive, and we have that Cypher all online. Brands, we don't see it here, and he's able to get that pick, not able to get 2, but UNCW has mid control.
Solid information off of that rotate. They picked up some, they got some pickoffs already, and it's a nice trade to set that down.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Cypher versus Cypher, who is going to pull ahead here? Is it going to be Owen or Slash?
Is this the same op from 4 rounds ago? I think
It is. I'm pretty sure it
Op has
is.
seen things.
One enemy remaining.
Seekers Unfortunately, missing the Secret's knife kill. But Cypher versus Cypher, Owen pulling ahead.
Last round
Backs are
before the
getting
switch.
pretty against the wall here for Michigan. We need to turn things around. We're last round before the swap. How many do we need before UNCW has this?
It is best of 3 and best of 25 per rounds, first to 13, but golf rules, you have to win by 2.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of room for Michigan to work with here. They're currently been playing on defense, and typically you have defender's advantage, right? Is that the same for
Get out of
Valorant?
my way!
It depends on the map. Some maps are favored towards attackers, some are favored for defenders. I haven't cast this game in about 6 months, so I've forgotten if I'm being entirely honest.
Somebody get in the chat. Tell us if this map is attacker or defender favorite before we get to the swap.
It would be nice if we could know this.
That beats me. No.
Alright, UNCW.
Spike
Now
drop.
this here, ISO pulls them into a 1v1.
One enemy remaining.
Weirdest ult in the game.
No more to oppose us.
If you have an operator and you get pulled into ISO's ultimate, you die.
Switching
'Cause
sides.
ISO has a shield that can tank one bullet. He has a shield that can tank any one bullet in the game, and when you have an operator that shoots once every 2 seconds, you classic swap to primary, I guess.
Secondary. It's faster than reloading. Everybody knows.
No, if you start with the classic, you're swapping to your primary. Because
The op-
you want to shoot a bullet to
I
kill the
see.
shield, and then you hit them with the operator.
Cat.
Cat. I like the sprays.
Sprays are always a good time.
All right.
111 stacked up.
Now we see here, UNCW has Owen on
I must wait a
C1
moment.
with Cypher. This is something we see pretty consistently at UNCW. Ooh. I don't know if picking up that trip to miss it was intentional, but Owen holding it down. That was the ISO shield I was talking about. Owen gets 2, 3.
One enemy
Oh!
remaining.
Okay,
Spike
Owen
down.
4.
It's a game changer.
Is he gonna get the ace on pistol rounds? Dropping 4 people there is fantastic.
Oh, that was crazy.
And we see Slash not wanting to give Owen the ace here.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Owen's able to get it.
He's running around. Everybody's got to be trying to find it for him.
If I was
They wanna
Owen,
play
I'd be
ace.
asking my team to go bait for me.
It's pistol round ace against Michigan. I definitely want that.
Yeah, we see Slash getting a little antsy. Owen holding it down in garage.
40 seconds
Oh,
on the clock.
oh.
Rush.
No!
We rushed. Owen got excited. We did not check our... That's not staying frosty. You got to switch weapons every second.
I wanted to
30
say
seconds
ace.
left.
I'll
Swapping
never
to
tell
your
that
knife,
to a Valorant player.
it does make you go faster.
It does.
And more importantly, you can spam Y to make it do a silly animation.
That's right. That's right. That's why we do it.
Yeah, that's why you drop $50 on the knife.
Pop.
It also means it gives you actually more
I
damage
have
per
retrieved the
knife
spike.
10
when
seconds
you,
left.
on the other screen. And Reddit holding it down, giving UNCW the rounds. I guess I'm fine
Match
with
point.
UNCW winning there, but I wanted to see Owen ace. I wanted to see it.
It was so close.
Now,
I'm
5
still going to be feeling good there.
5 minutes ago on the stream, Owen had 14 kills. Now Owen has 21.
He
That's
is feeling himself.
3 rounds, 7 kills. Now, 4 of those were last round.
Careful.
But we
That's
can look
fine.
that over.
I'm looking at the big overall score, the 12
Yeah.
to 1
Now, it's-
for UNCW. Over
if
Michigan.
UNCW
Feeling
wins
great
this,
so far.
They win this round. Or this
Best of
this
25.
game.
By 2.
Yeah.
Shadows.
Now that's why
Game point for this map.
Michigan
going out.
is buying out this round. Because if they lose this round, they lose the game. So they don't get a say in it, you know? Brand's getting the outlaw kill here. So we
Last
might as
player
well call that an
standing. One
operator
enemy
on
remaining.
It's chaos as Michigan extend a little bit further.
Michigan played that perfectly. Now, the outlaw, when the other team doesn't have heavy armor, one-shot bodies. Now, we're seeing P10 called here. We might be getting a timeout. Someone's game crashed. So we are going to be with you in just a moment. Well, never mind.
So false
I don't
alarm.
know how the game crashed while it's still running. Maybe it's running out of CPU usage and freezing up.
False alarm. Looks like UNCW are going to choose to play it safe. Is this pull save or just econ?
This is a half buy. It's we have a decent amount of guns, but we're not going all out on it. Now UNCW holding it down. Now last rounds, Michigan Seekers peeking almost the entire enemy team. They're playing a little aggressively. It pays out a lot. You can get some serious territory there, but other times doesn't work. Now their drone there didn't see Owen, so you don't know he's holding down garage. But last rounds, Michigan played that perfectly. They had 3 stingers and they ran forward and they played really aggressive. They played really aggressive and they were able to get those close quarter kills. Because it's closer than a shotgun. You can alt fire to get it a little farther, but it's a close range shot. UNCW 2v5.
player
It's not their game. Endframe getting the jump peek there to break the seal, but Michigan takes it into the next round. But they had rifles. They were able to beat us in round 2 by running it down with stingers. A risky full buy for them, but they needed it. And then they had rifles last round. We're seeing Reddit go with the judge here. Now,
So this is still game point though for this map, right?
this is still game point.
Michigan
They need
needs
to win
this
9
out
more
until
rounds.
the rest of
They need to
Michigan
win
needs
9
out
rounds
until the end.
in a row, and UNCW only needs to win 1.
Yeah. So up till now there was
Standing
a
ahead.
significant like equipment difference, and so now we're looking at pretty much even buy from both teams, right, for this round.
Yeah, Michigan needs to buy every single round and not drop rounds here, or they lose.
Yeah.
Now they can win the next 9 rounds.
So
Here.
trying to push forward
That's-
on D.
Yeah, the next 9. Now we see they're going for a really cheeky B push here.
There's pushes in this map so far.
B is really hard to push because
It's right through the center.
I mean you can rotate through
Cutting
C through 3 different ways.
Still ways to cover it. C.
You know, the B to C pivot is pretty common. You try gain control for
I know
Brand
exactly.
on the
Spike
point
down.
here.
Attacker spawn.
Gain 1, nearly gain a second one.
Now to get
There's 2, there's 3. All right. Come on, friends, are you gonna get the ace here? Dodging the flash.
1 enemy remaining.
Not.
Ray trying to hold his corner, but he's under fire. They're trying to hunt him down. He's got the spike.
Oh, and losing out there is unfortunate.
30 seconds left.
Reddit finishing out the rounds, finishing
Defenders
out
win.
map 1, goes to UNCW. Seeing a lot of GGs in chat. Now, oh, Nate Dogg, our program director here, I think just saw Owen's missed out ace, which, like I said, was really painful to see, but better
I
luck
think
next
Owen's
time.
going to manage to cope with it all right. High average combat score, best round or best KDA for the map, and congrats to UNCW picking up round 1.
Yeah, it is fantastic that we picked up round 1. We might make this a quit too, if I'm being honest with you. I don't see this sticking around forever.
I mean, with the score looking like 13-3, talk to me about map selection. So was this maps? Are these pre-selected, or UNCW favor this map?
So they go through a ban phase and a choosing map phase, where I believe they alternate by rounds. That's behind closed doors, though. When they're doing that, I'm getting the stream primed. So I know that they ban certain maps. So in a previous season, we banned 1 map consistently throughout the entire thing. I'm gonna say it's Abyss. It wasn't Abyss, but I don't know if that's our ban all season this season. So I'm not gonna let that out in the first game.
Beats me.
But let's say Abyss
I was
was.
kind of curious if this is like, was this perhaps UNCW's map pick, and that's why it looks so dominant? They're feeling comfortable here. And maybe Michigan's going to come back with a counter pick that they favor.
We've always had a really good Haven. I'm not super surprised to see us take map 1 like that. With it being Haven. I mean, Haven is where we're really dominant. Even if it was their pick, we just outdid them. Nothing more to say about that, really. No. I'd like to see Abyss coming up here. Nate, we are just that good. I was gonna worry about spoiling him, but he's not gonna hear that for 5 minutes.
No, we got time. We got time. We can make comments all we want about the map and long things. Each individual round, it'll take 5 minutes to delay, but they'll get there eventually.
No, I think we had like 3 or 4 4Ks that game. I don't think we saw an ace.
I believe it was
3K.
Yeah, I believe it was 3. No
3
aces.
4Ks. Now Owen got one, Brand's got one.
Rada?
Rada? I hope that's not an L. I got dyslexia.
No.
Okay.
For Red Dot?
Uh,
It's either Red Dot or Red Dot.
I'll have to ask him.
There's a real chance that it's supposed to be Red Dot, and I don't know, but there's no space.
I think they would have put something in there if it was red dot.
I'm not gonna feel bad.
Maybe they started on Black Ops 2 running it down with the Remington red dot sight or something like that.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's plenty of shooters who've had a red dot.
Nah,
I'm gonna say at least
only Call of Duty Black Ops 2 2012.
you might be onto something. Everyone else, green dot.
All right.
What is the giant wall that flies forward?
Okay.
Is it hurt?
So that is ISO's utility. It
Okay.
makes that blue wall that pushes forward. It just allows him to take space.
Is it
because
block? What does it do?
it blocks line of sight and it eats bullets.
Okay.
So when you walk forward with it, you only need to look left and right, not forward.
Can I see through it if I am on ISO's team, like following it? Can I see forward through it?
Nope.
Okay.
Complete line of sight blocking.
Interesting.
No, no, I'm feeling really good about this, but they're probably going for a restroom break. We're gonna do the same. We'll be back with you in a few minutes. Hopefully not having missed agent select.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We'll see the agent select soon.
And here's a highlight reel from Owen from last semester, taking it down this last game. And we're working out the issues right here. And I'm excited for us to go into this next game.
Try to close it out with a quick 2-0 over Michigan, UNCW esports. Seahawks coming in strong in round 1, 13-3 on, what is this map? You said it's Haven? Okay.
This was Haven. Yes. Now we're actually going to be back with you in another minute. Because I'm hearing my voice with a 2-second delay.
We'll fix that.
Alright. And it might be drawn. And it was. Was it just speakers from that?
Yeah, you just had your microphone was getting picked up on this.
Alright. Well, thankfully we're done. Our setup here is we've got a laptop for extra viewing. Had the microphone on. So I was speaking to that and hearing it from the Discord call.
Yep, I accidentally closed this laptop at the end in like the second to last round of Haven, and then we had to reset it in between, so I could be able to hear the match again. I can't hear anything. So I'm just assuming it's because nothing's happening though.
Nothing's happening. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
waiting on people to get back from the restroom break. I'm not gonna put them through another highlight reel right now. I think Owen was MVP last round, personally.
Yeah. Maybe ask in the chat if it's
Oh.
red dot or red dot.
Oh,
Oh, we've never updated the stream title. Who would forget that? Who
It's-
would ever forget that?
it's been 6 months.
I constantly forget to update the stream title. I always want somebody else to do it because I will forget.
Thank you, Nick, for letting us know. All right, got that fixed. This was not Grand Finals versus University of Michigan Flint Blue, which was
We're either
not
really
University of
early
Michigan.
or really late to the finals.
Well, I don't. They might have gone up to D2, but we beat them in the Grand Finals. We took home nationals.
Okay, so we were giving them an unfair promotion. Got it.
Yeah.
But here in D2, it looks like we're getting everybody into the lobby. We're going to have Lotus for map 2, is that right?
Yeah, looks like we're gonna be here on Lotus. Now, this season in Division 2, we have a number of teams. I'm gonna talk about Lotus in a moment, but for now, we're gonna go over the Alright. So we've got what's to be about 8 teams this season. We have Nighthawks Varsity, Mizzou Esports, University of Michigan, Drexel Dragons, NC State University, I believe. Then we have UNCW, Charlotte, and St. Clair's Saints Academy. Had to read that one twice.
Yeah, I'm also questioning why it's St. Clair Saints Academy, but what are you gonna do? Are these? Is there any sort of seeding going into the season, or is it random selection for the schedule?
Honestly, I'm not certain. I know that we did have placements, but NECC placements are all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to knock them, but our Overwatch team went flawless in them and didn't move up from Division 8.
Curious.
And we won 2 seasons of placements flawless, and we went up 1 division. Now, I might be off by a game or 2 there, but
yeah, things happen. It's tough. There's a lot of I know with NACC, it's always just so many people want to compete. They want to participate, and it's difficult to get all of that coordinated and moving in the right same direction, especially across the number of titles that NACC sees.
Yeah. I know I knocked them a little bit. I could not do that myself. They have so much stuff happening, but still a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, I run an amateur League of Legends league, and it's a pain in the neck to get all of the teams set to the same schedule, get them all placed in the same thing, try to make it even, and have everybody have a good time. And in this case, is so much higher level competition, and everybody wants the victory.
Now, UNCW took home that last map 13-3, I want to say.
That's correct.
And Lotus is another 3-point map. 3-point maps are difficult on defense. I don't know whether each map is balanced attack or defense, but 3-point maps always a little bit defender-sided just because it has a few more options for you on offense. Now,
Would that make it more attack-sided?
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more attack-sided because you have more options. Defenders have to spread out a little bit more.
Is this the one with the zip lines?
This is not the one with the zip line.
All right. I'm so eloquent with these questions.
It's got two spinning doors and a broken door.
I don't think I've ever played this map.
Came out about 2 years ago. Now, we see on UNCW's side, we have some solid choices. I think we're going to see C-Curse on Fade. Might be a swap off here, but yeah. I was going to say I'm pretty sure they're going to lock in on each of those agents. Now, Vi's a robot girl. On launch, I thought she was awful.
Mm-hmm.
I really did not know how to play her. I saw her on Abyss last season, and she popped off.
Okay.
She has a wall to take territory, some thorns to hold territory down, and then a rose that you can plant that has a flash.
Okay, I think I've seen the flower that flashes. This crystal is weird.
That's a RGB. They might call it RGX. It's a solid one. I've got the operator in that kind of skin. But we have UNCW here on defense, first half here. And we see something a little strange. You see that red line going all the way to A.
I do.
That is Viper's wall. She can drop it at any point, and she placed it directly next to her. So, UNCW is going to see that, and I hope they know that she's just faking for some territory there.
Yeah, because they've positioned everybody else off that wall. Viper's Viper, right?
That's Viper. Now we see Viper and Ray duking it out. Ray getting the early kill there. And Slash about to die from the raised grenade. Excellent utility usage from Brands there. You seem a little lost here.
Shadows traveling.
Now, things are a little slow here, but we see Ray blinking here.
Toxin screen down.
Brands realizes he swings through the smoke, isn't able to get the kill, and then UNCW does not secure the trade. Seekers just not pulling out there.
Down.
Now, we see Michigan pushing out on the site here.
Spike one enemy remaining.
UNCW dropping 3 back-to-back. Unfortunately, getting used to the keybinds for the new map, so I didn't quite get all of the kills there. But Owen getting a 3K there, Reddit closing out the rounds.
Yeah, Owen trying for another 4 on this map, but only able to pick up 3, but gotta be happy with that to start the map.
Yeah, UNCW on defense, taking home that first round. Now we see that's the wall I was talking about with Vise. Now, they have the Viper wall and the Vise wall there. This is a really good Viper wall because it cuts off 2 entrances. So you get more value out of it. You can't pick it back up once you deploy it. It makes smoke go up. So it blocks the line of sight. Alright, Brands here going with that classic early nade down into a lobby. And just trying to hold that space, take as much as he can. Brand holding it down. Each game one. The last pack bounce out there, but not quite getting it. Kinetic getting the kill on Seekers. Unfortunate for us.
Yeah, takes a moment, lines it up,
but
finds it. Everybody pushing through A, even with all the util burned.
I believe
committed.
they're both using classics right now. So
one
Owen
enemy remaining.
has the advantage. There's 1, there's 2. Owen taking home round 2.
So another great start for UNCW.
There.
Up 2-0 to start.
Now we win.
So gotta not be feeling great for Michigan. Switch to attackers this side. We've got a different map. I'm not sure
Launching thorn.
way this is favored, but we've seen pushes towards A to start out for the first 2 rounds.
Treatment there.
Keeps up. Looks like Michigan is stacked over on C this round.
I never went back to the whole game feed. They had a preview of us this entire time.
Oops.
Now Reddit and Brands holding down a lobby here, having very firm site control. UNCW knows they are not going to go A at this point. And we see Uncrane with the Stinger here, holding it down in C, buying some time between his smoke wall and his molly. I think I started to say it last map. The Viper with a judge is the reason I first picked up Valorant. Because I saw her in her ultimate, which is a massive gas cloud. And she got an ace. And I was like, oh my god, that looks so cool. I want to do that. And we see Michigan pushing out here onto site, but not fully committing to it. Gain some info, and then backing out. UNCW not sure if it's an A push here, so they're going for info, and it looks like Michigan might
Not
be
ready
going
yet.
back into
Retrieving
B here.
flash.
You see Seedfirst and Vise running back to us. It's on site. I was 0 on 5.
30 seconds left. Out of
But they're
time.
just holding down here. UNCW, that trade there was able to give UNCW the time to hold down site control. Oh, Rada. Come on, guys.
10 seconds left.
No
And
charge.
dropping down in mid, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit.
Spike planted.
UNCW 3v3. I'm feeling UNCW. There's nothing particular about their odds.
One
here, but
enemy remaining.
Getting the double kill there. Holding it down. I was just saying a 3v3, it's not quite weighted in either team's favor very heavily. But, and Crane getting the double kill on entry through the smoke.
Right back up.
You're
Secure
walking
the round.
blinds through a wall, it's a little hard to see where people are.
I really thought Michigan had a strong start to that round. They were positioned over all the way to Seaside. They had numbers advantage, but UNCW slows it down, and they come out the other side with a victory. They swapped off the spike there to go pick up a rifle, right?
I missed that bit of the map, unfortunately. I believe that was when I was swapping what scene we were on.
I think Inframe just walked over to go pick up a
They
rifle.
keep
Ah,
clawing at our wall.
I've got a little bit of info here. So, your placements put you in the division and stage that you're in. There's no seeding based on strength. So they could be the bottom seed, or what would be the bottom seed, and we could be the top seed. And frankly, I wouldn't know the difference.
Well, right now UNCW is looking like the top seed.
That's easy to see in first game.
Yeah, it feels great. That's the way you want to start off. All we have to go on is the first map right now.
Okay, now Encrane is on mounds here. He's peeking, he sees Slash there, goes for the re-peek and is backing out. He got body shot, he's at 100 health even right now.
Poison orb
He's
emitting.
playing very defensively, just playing back for his team.
It's a nice
to
thing about
group up.
defense.
What's up?
It's a nice thing about defense. You can wait for them to come to you.
Cover going
No,
out.
I did a little bit bored. I'm sitting there for a minute waiting for them to push me. Now, it looks like they are going to push C-Site here, but we see some interesting plays down in their spawn.
Have some skirmish.
They're about to get
Poison orb
sandwiched.
emitting.
Brand's out here with the outlaw. Easy
Nice
picks on
rotation.
the other
30
team.
seconds left.
So they've got to have an
Poison's
idea
off.
that UNCW is pushing around.
Yeah, they're sandwiched at this point. UNCW's on two defense.
Mission's got to push forward. They
Yeah.
know they're about to get
Toxins going up.
sandwiched.
I love this utility usage by Encrane, just really locking them down, forcing them to push into
One
the
enemy
site.
remaining.
Owen getting the kill,
Spike
bomb
down,
is
B.
down, and then wrapping it up there. Got it going on either side. UNCW played that great. Once they got that kill on flank, Michigan had to make a play. They had to go somewhere.
Yep, I like their attempt to rotate over into B, but it was a great cleanup.
All right. Now we see Omen here looking at his mini map to drop down a smoke.
Okay.
He's not just studying the ball.
Shadows traveling.
Now they're going for a pretty heavy B push here. And I think UNCW has the lead here as they're pivoting. We have full mounds control on the bottom left of the map. And UNCW's just gonna pincer them again, I think.
Flashing!
Owen's
our line.
being raised for
Lock out
sure
this
here. And using util usage, those fights to slow
Just
them, slow them down, gain the early raise pick, and Michigan doesn't have their entry
Spike
there.
down, B.
They're altering out a little bit.
One
Right here
enemy
on the
remaining.
flank, and
Flawless.
Seacurse getting that 2K.
5-0 now. UNCW really making a statement that the first match was not a fluke.
Cover going out. My ultimate is not ready.
Is that for roasting you in chat?
Shadows traveling.
Alright, Seekers here playing a little bit aggressively, trying to hold down A site, and immediately realizing that he needs to back off. 5v4 in UNCW's favor. They're going for a really aggressive A push here. UNCW has someone on high ground and holding it down. Got it a little bit too soon. Now that ultimate there, if anyone's in the circle, means that they have to use their sidearm. And now we see UNCW using it, making them fully swing off the site here. UNCW has
Spike
the site.
down A. One enemy remaining.
Ooh, jump scare out of Brands here, but Owen covering the 6. And UNCW cleaning out the rounds.
That was tense. Goodness.
Alright, hot swapping seats here at our broadcast studio. Now I'll be able to see the little mini-map a little bit better, because some of these fights haven't been able to see it.
I've been mini
Brands getting the double zapper there really aggressively, and their Omen just positioned a little bit better. Unfortunate for Brands. I saw the vision. It would work out a lot of games. Not quite there. Michigan throwing out a ton of utility usage here. They are swinging for tree, so they're fully pushed through.
Last
and they're
player
putting out
standing.
now. Owen not able to secure the kill, and they are on site. UNCW 1v5 and Crane
Spike planted.
here on Viper. All this
Flawless.
and Michigan takes their first round. That's entirely fair. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it when we sweep or we're sweats, but we might be done in 2 here.
Yeah, I think as a fan, you always, you really want dominant performance, you want the flawless victories, but as a part of the spectators, part of the stream, you want to see the best quality games you can find, you want to see that balanced competition. But so far tonight, it's been all in UNCW's hands, and it's up to Michigan to really bring us back into parity. 6-1 as Michigan takes their first victory of the map, and we've still got our plenty of econ advantage available for UNCW.
Face your fear!
Fast that
Cell usage every which way here. We saw their fade pop an ultimate that marks were up.
One enemy remaining.
And we see Rada
Spike down
covering
A.
that, getting a triple kill there. Seasur's getting a double to secure the rounds.
Their teeth will chatter in the cold and dark.
Who needs a weapon?
I am not quite locked in. I've been really busy today. Haven't quite eaten, so I've missed a couple things, which is unfortunate, but
we'll get through it.
I think we're ordering pizza here
That's
for
a good move.
post-game celebration.
Post-game celebration it will be at this rate. Might have the second round map victory before the pizza arrives. Jinx it too hard.
Reddit, you're holding it down on A site. They're Raze and Reddit.
Pushing deep on B.
I mean, they're going for a fast B push. They got that pick early.
Get back.
Pushing up.
I'll find you. Yatasha.
There's 2 for Seekers. That's what I like to see. And unfortunately, our spike.
Bring them down.
No.
Bring them down.
We're still in first half. I know.
Turns are live.
That's where they were.
Take hold.
Push
Spike
forward
planted.
heavily out of B, but there's there's a quick rotation
Last
from
player
Michigan. Managed to
standing.
get them back into seeding now.
Last player standing.
Duels,
Seekers hitting
Blinding.
1v1 on the
Leaving-
board.
Yeah, leaving Rada with this 1v1. Now their fade is one-shot body right now. Rada here can flush it out. And their fade is holding waterfall here.
Shadows traveling.
Rounds.
Behind
And
him.
they know where Rada is at this point. He's gonna tap Spike to fake it.
He's looking the wrong direction, but
They
he's
don't-
in the smoke.
Notice.
It's tense. Oh my god!
Oh, 50-50,
Can't
wrong
kill a
choice.
nightmare.
Michigan takes their second round here.
Well played. Managed to just wait it out. Didn't give in and start wandering through the smoke, searching for him.
I mean, it's really tough to take a site and defuse with only a smoke as your utility.
Yeah, that was tense though, especially after the early push forward out of B, like down center, all the way through spawn to wrap back around into C and end up with a 1v1 duel on Spike. It's kind of a wild round.
Where are you?
Map 1 definitely ended up being a bit of a wash in UNCW's favor, but Michigan are fighting back here in Map 2. 7-2 on the board, and I believe it took until almost 10 rounds in before Michigan found their first footing.
Now, with
Poison
Michigan
orb
dropping
emitted.
heavy util usage, we heard the orb for ultimate charge go off. Uncrane needs 2 kills for his ultimate. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a double if he dropped it, just to force
Poison's
rotate
off.
if Michigan's able to get some kills. But we see Rada here dropping a smoke all the way over and hitting Ray's inner ultimate, huge to shut down a showstopper like that.
Welcome to my
And we
world.
see their Viper pop out. It's
Spike
gonna be
planted.
very difficult.
Up the charges.
They get one.
Bomb
It is
buddy
a 2v3 in Michigan's favor pretty heavily
Last
here.
player standing.
And this is Now, the Viper pit, really hard to push into. The other team has aimbot if you're inside it. It might be just a Viper. But it's this massive orb over the bomb.
Okay.
UNCW has to push through that, finds the spike, and start to defuse it. When they start to defuse it, the other team knows exactly where they are and can spray it down.
Makes sense.
Flash placed. Not ready yet. Retrieving flash.
It's a pretty even buy here. I'm not sure about utility usage, but all rifles, all shields, and UNCW like very aggressive here now. Uncrane getting, or Brand's getting one with the nade. Radat going for the trade on Uncrane. And we see our Omen teleport over to peek the A site and doesn't see anything and doesn't stick the teleport. They don't realize that Michigan is pushing A site here.
One enemy
Also
remaining.
getting the kill on Flash and then getting a second
have
one there.
what I
UNCW taking back around. It's been a little bit back and forth, but
Last round
UNCW,
in the half.
They might take it.
Yeah, feeling confident. 8-3 right now as we go into the last round.
Launching
of the half.
thorns.
And we're going to see a swap and see if Michigan's able to replicate the same success on defense. So we got a full everybody
we
buy
win.
out, spend all the cash you got.
It is a little bit easier on defense. Now we see they're forced to buy here. Ray going with just a stingers are a little bit painful. But Ray can play with those balls. He can play around it, maybe make things a little bit closer. But we see
No money on the
Uncrane
table.
dropping that Viper's pit I talked about early on the C site. This should make them
Face your fear!
somewhere else. But they're gonna lock it down.
Yeah, just trying to blitz through.
Oh, unfortunate. Uncrane dropping to the other Viper's molly. Owen getting one kill and then getting traded. Rams here holding in back of sight.
Here comes it.
Going through with Showstopper, securing a kill. That's really solid. That ultimate is just used to zone sometimes. It's not getting kill.
One enemy
Really
remaining.
nice. Seeker's getting one on Ori here. 2v1 UNCW's favor.
I'll find you.
Marked
one.
Marking their fade. So UNCW knows she's there. She has 40 seconds. The fade. to get somewhere and plant the bomb. You have to start planting it with 4 seconds left. Or the Fade can just win a 1v2
30 seconds
and
left.
outduel them.
So at this point, does UNCW? We don't know if. Do they know if Spike is on the ground or not?
If they see it on the ground, they see it on the ground. But otherwise,
Spike
they don't know.
planted.
Well,
Where
Madam
are
Mouse,
you?
we have a Spike planted down in C. UNCW immediately rotating back through the center of the map.
UNCW can hear where the bomb was planted. They also hear the utility usage. I really liked that Kinetic went for the fake rotate there.
Bring them
because you
down.
don't know where people are. So Kinetic ran away like it was going
Bring
to
them
a different
down.
site and didn't end up doing that. Seekers here going with the utility usage, trying to feel out where people are. They know that Kinetic's there. Seekers gets the kill, gets 3 that round. 9-3 going into the second half.
No hesitation.
Now,
to pick up that headshot.
there's something called the 9-3 curse, which, if you can believe
Switching
it,
sides.
is when you go 12-0 first half. No, it's when you go 9-3.
I
Tail
was
is
starting
that.
to wonder how the math added up. If you start 12-0 and end 9-3.
The tail is that the
Selam.
other team can flip it
Pardon.
back when you go 9-3 in the first half.
Pardon.
UNCW on offense here, going for 4 ghosts. Ghost is pretty rapid fire. It's a one-shot headshot if the other team does not have armor. I believe it does 105 damage.
Okay, so we got 3 ghosts and 4 ghosts so far in the lineup.
Yeah,
Selam.
and we see Reddit going for light armor. Light armor here is really useful because with the light armor buy, Reddit can survive one tap from a ghost.
Red Odd and Owen have been finding a lot of success in these pistol rounds.
Poison
I apologize, I can't track everybody's names quite well enough yet, so I'm not sure if
I
anybody's
default to the
Michigan's.
agent name, but you don't have that advantage.
Nope, don't know those either. See how they can perform this round. Michigan, let's turn it around.
Pushing out onto C site a little bit. They left the spike in spawn until I got a little bit of info. Detonated the bias wall. Now I wouldn't be surprised if they just back up here. Seekers gain a kill in middle. UNCW might be able to get middle.
Spike
Oh,
down.
and
C.
trade from entering, dropping. They have site control. And just like that, they take C site. That trade on their Vise, Owen Dana was really pivotal in
Where are
choosing to
you?
take that site. So,
Not ready
42
yet.
left in the round.
1 enemy remaining.
Graham going for the knife kill to close out the rounds. I don't think he quite got it, but I think I saw one right before that. I'm not too sure, but I think I might have seen a knife kill right before that.
Don't think I saw it in the kill feed. This was possible.
It might have been a rifle. There was a lot to take in there. Graham's closing out the rounds, not quite getting the knife kills, unfortunate. Now, going for the...
Gun here.
I saw the judge. I thought it was going to be a double satchel, go really fast, and then shotgun someone in the face. No,
Why do you sound disappointed? Is it just a misspot?
it's fun.
Oh,
It's fast. You get kills with
Retrieving
it.
flash.
I liked doing it because you go Neum in a game where you're really not going fast. This is not a movement-based shooter. I'm trained here, playing a little bit aggressively. 2 people on
Poison
that
orb emitting.
on that spot, choosing to just disengage,
Toxins
blow
going
up
up.
his wall, run away. UNCW has 4 pushing through mounds here. You see Rand going through the double satchel, clearing out a lot of throwing a grenade down to waterfall, really getting a lot of space taken. Seekers gain a kill with the ghost here, and bombs going down.
1 enemy
It is
remaining.
heavily in UNCW's favor. I'm gonna go as far as saying they're taking the rounds here. Brand's not quite getting that kill. I don't know where he is. Oh,
nice
oh
pickup from
God.
Kinetic.
Not it. Okay.
Looking for another one with a knife, and a knife kill comes down onto Kinetic from the backside. So making it spicy at the end. That's what they
Kinetic-
call a caster's curse right after Bai is pointing out, I'm giving them the round already. Another couple kills come through.
Kinetic won a 1v2 with a classic when they both had rifles.
Yeah, and then they had a high five with a knife in the back. Right at the end of the round.
I think their Viper just ran out of bullets there. No, it was their Fade Kinetic. I think he ran out of bullets, so he had to go for a knife kill.
Okay. couldn't try to find somebody else's pistol off the ground.
Right, we got a jump kick from the Omen. Just a quick, aggressive B push. Site itself is clear, but we don't know about any of the sides of it yet. UNCW holding down the shoot and is pretty solidly here. We see it dropping here, but Brand's getting the kill on his own. And we're taking back site. This is going to be really useful. No, you don't.
Toxins going up.
Now, we are running the C site here. It's a needler spin.
Toxin screen down.
It's an off-brand needler spin. It's Cyrax.
It's Mega Blocks.
The Mega Bots needler spin.
I own the Mega Blocks needler.
You do. I've seen that in the office. Now, Sincere getting the body shot.
Sincere.
Brand unfortunately dying. 3v2 UNCW's favor. They have bomb down. No ultimates on the board. And Michigan playing it close together. And the rest of UNCW just playing it off site.
Poison orb
They've
emitting.
planted to play it from mounds here. So,
UNCW finding a lot of success on C site so far.
Poison's off.
Michigan is saving. It's
They've pushed through that sorry, I don't know the call out, but that back corridor towards the defender side spawn going towards C site, and it has not gone well for them.
Match
going
point.
in the post-round recap. Missing Seekers get a double kill on them, countering the save. That was the right play. Ruin their economy, make it so they can't take 2 rifles into the next rounds. Worst case scenario, Seekers dies. He has enough money for a rifle anyway.
Yes.
UNCW could only win there.
Thank you.
Now it's 12-3. Michigan's forced to buy Guardians and Bulldogs, 1 Phantom, all light armor. And
We'll catch them.
Brand's playing really aggressive with that double satchel, just flying forward, has tree control. And
Face
this
your
tap,
fear!
just too much utility from that buys. Waiting for the drop, getting traded, Reddit doing what you're supposed to do in a 2v1 there. Unfortunately, that Owen dropped, but it is a
Poison's
3v4.
off.
I'm still feeling good about UNCW. We're getting bombed down.
Plant comes through.
Getting a second for the rounds. Taking,
1 enemy
spawn,
remaining.
Getting a third. Holding high grounds. Get the one in mount. Or, dugout.
Player standing.
Just barely missing it. And then Seekers closing us out.
Attackers win.
13-3.
The nightmare is over.
13-3?
For
13-3, 13-3, both rounds going to UNCW. Haven first and now on Lotus to finish it out. Trying for that knife kill to close everything out. Kinetic finds 2, but we end out the round with Seekers picking up the kill.
I wanted to see the knife kill. We've seen quite a few knife kills so far. Now, overall, I think we were just the better team. Michigan played pretty well. They had a couple rounds where they pulled ahead, but we just saw some really good utility usage, and we snowballed. Consistently, just round after rounds. Michigan had a couple rounds where they really brought it back, but we had some really stellar rounds. Ton of 3Ks and then a couple 4Ks as well. Not quite an ace. I was feeling it for a couple of them. Brand,
UNCW.
Owen, my condolences. But really solid way to start out the season.
Yeah, finding a lot of success with some interesting, whether it was lurks around and waiting for people to walk by, and then instead of going for the knife, just picking off the headshot,
That
or
trigger discipline.
some on Haven pushing through middle to go for rotates around, really not afraid to push through enemies attacker spawn to try to find the flanks and open up that advantage for themselves. It was a nice round, nice set of maps from UCW.
A small play that I don't think I saw from Michigan is you want to drop Spike in your spawn,
Okay.
have someone run ahead a little bit and find a little cubby to hide in, and you have them sit there and listen for footsteps. And if they hear anything, this is a ban that person in a moment. But you lurk forward, you listen for information, and then your team can play off that. Then if the rest of your team wants to pick up spike and pivot towards you, they can. But if the rest of your team is playing a little bit aggressively, they don't have to push forward. They can just play passively, listen for info, and then play off that. You have enough time to wait for the other teams to get a little bit impatient. And I believe that's still a default, and we just didn't see it from them. Michigan, I didn't see them do it once on attack, I don't think. But UNCW saw it a couple times, then it just gives you that little bit of an advantage to take the round. No. There were other times where we just had better gunfights. We had an insane take on Garage, which you really want Utility to take, where we just ran it down. When we saw quick pivots, quick rotates, and from both teams. Overall, really good gunplay. Proud of the team taking it home. 1-0 to start out the season. Too soon to say conference champions.
A little too soon.
But we'll see you next week. Thank you all for stopping by.